Hello, my name is Dr. Yaya Sissoko. Today we're going to talk about Chapter 11, Public Good. We know from the previous video that public good are not mm, excludable and not rival in consumption. Therefore, there is a problem of free rider. So, what is a free rider? A free rider is a person who receive the benefit of a good but avoid of paying for it. So with the problem of free ride, so public goods are not excludable, but this prevent the private market for supplying the good. For instance, in case of firework for July 4th, so the independent of the US, private, business will not supply it because, firework is a public good, in that sense. With the public good, the government can remedy the free rider problem. You know, for instance, a private individual or firm will not produce the fireworks show for July 4th, the independence of the US, because it will not be profitable. If if the social value of the fireworks show is greater than the cost of producing it, it will be efficient for the fireworks show to be produced. The local government can sponsor the show and charge each of its citizens with part of the cost in the form of a tax. If the tax is less than the value of the firework display to each individual, everyone is better off. So therefore, if the total benefit of a public good exceed its cost, then the government should provide the public good. It will be paid with will be paid for with the tax revenue, and this will make everyone better off. For instance, in this photo, you can see this gentleman said like the idea of having a display, about the army and his friends, so this painting made, so but he said he does not like the concept of a no tax. So nobody like paying, no taxes. Now let's talk about some important public good. For instance, national defense is a very important public good. It's very expensive public good. In 2011, the US spent $717 billion in national defense, which is about $2,300 per person. So people disagree. Whatever the amount is too small or too large, but almost no one doubt that some government spending for national defense is necessary. Also, basic research also is a very important public good. Government, so it provide knowledge to everyone in the economy, including, private businesses. Government subsidize these, basic research through for instance, public university or NASA, for instance. But the public sector fail to pay for the right amount and the kind of research that need to be done. So another very important public good is the anti-poverty program financed by taxes. So one of them is the welfare system, the temporary assistance for needed family program TANF, TINF. The TNF program provides a small income for some poor family. So this income, help them to, so finance some of the basic, expenses like, paying clothing or so energy program or providing, so cell phone program, for instance, so, to them. We have also the food stamp program, which is a supplemental nutritional assistance program, SNAP, SNAP. So SNAP is subsidize the purchase of food for those with low income. So that so people with poor family with will get a food stamp every month, so that they can provide food to their family, including the children in need. So also government provide a housing program, make shelter more affordable. In that sense, if you cannot afford a place to stay, the government will provide, so a shelter place where you can sleep, so on the nightly basis. Or the government can provide also housing program where so the rent is based on your income. If you make no income, you pay nothing. Okay, so in that sense, so that also help the poor family in that sense. Lighthouses public good. So what are lighthouses? Lighthouses mark specific location, so on the coastpole, so that passing ship can avoid threshold waters. So, the lighthouse benefit, so to the ship captain will avoid accident, but they are not excludable, not river in consumption. The lighthouses provide incentive of a free rider without paying for it. Most of the lighthouses are operated by the government. This is an example of lighthouses. You can see that, let me ask you the following question. What kind of good is this? Is it public good or private good? Usually, since the lighthouses are operated by government, then it would be a public good. However, in some cases, lighthouses are closer to be private good. For instance, in the course of England in 19th centuries, lighthouses were privately owned and operated. So the owner of the lighthouses charged, the owner of the nearby poor. So but if the poor owner did not pay, the lighthouse owner would turn the light off, and sheep avoid that poor. So the poor will be losing money because sheep will not come. They are not guided by the lighthouses. So how do you decide whatever something is a public good? So you have to determine the beneficiary of the good. You also have to determine whatever the beneficiary can be excluded from using the good. So if the beneficiary is the public and they cannot be excluded for using the good, then indeed the good is a public good. Okay. And how about the free rider problem? Whenever the number of beneficiary is large, so then there always be, a free rider problem. So exclusion of any one of them is impossible. There will always be a free rider problem in that case. With public good, cost benefit analysis is a very difficult job because the government has to decide what kind of public good to provide. So should the government provide national defense or provide anti-poverty program, or provide public health care? In what quantity also is very important. So the cost benefit analysis will compare the cost and benefit to society of providing a public good. So if the benefits outweighs the cost, then perhaps the the, the public good will will yield efficient, so allocation of resources. So that doesn't have any price signal to observe. In that case, government funding usually are based on rough approximation at best for the cost of and benefit of this, so public good. So how much is a life worth? So the local government, so for one city is deciding to have a new traffic light at one intersection, where there was a lot of fatal accident. So the government, local government is going to use cost benefit analysis to find out if, it's worth, to provide the public good, no traffic light at that intersection. So using the cost benefit analysis, the cost of the was $10,000 for a new traffic light. The benefit of the traffic light was increased safety. There were a lot of safety now and avoiding accident at that intersection. And then the risk of a fatal traffic accident drops from 1.6% to 1.1%. The obstacle of this project was measuring the cost and benefit in the same unit. So here we would put a dollar value on the human life. So really, it's impossible to put a dollar value in human life. So human life is priceless. It's infinite dollar value. So you can see that it's very difficult to measure the value of human life in terms of dollar value. So another example of the implicit dollar value of a human life so was the court decision. The court awarded damages in wrongdoing death suit, for instance, so somebody was, wrongly, you know, uh, killed by a doctor or wrongly killed in the accident. So then the court awarded, so the family who lost their loved one, with, monetary value. The total amount of money a person would have earned if he or she had lived. So, in your other or opportunity cost of losing one's life. So, for instance, it in your, the love that you could have with that person, enjoying, that person, you know, so taking vacation together, watching TV together, or doing some activity together, it in your those courses, for instance, so the risk that people are voluntarily willing to take and and how much they must be paid, for taking them. The value of human life in general was equal to $10 million. The cost benefit analysis was used in the implementation of the traffic light project. So the traffic light reduces the risk of fatality by 0.5% point. So therefore, the expected benefit from the traffic light will be 0.005 times 10 million, which is equal to $50,000. The cost of the new traffic light was $10,000, way less than the benefit, which is $50,000. Therefore, the local government approved the traffic light because the cost is less than the benefit.